All right. Good morning / good afternoon. It's Mr. Reed coming at you live. All right. So, quick breakdown about today's class. There's a short survey from Miss Bustamante. She'd like you to go ahead and just complete that out. So, just a quick reminder that you are getting counted for attendance if you complete this form. So, please make sure you do that before the end of class. The summative extracts I posted last class, but here's the link. So go ahead and choose one, and it's up to you which one that you want to do. Obviously, pick the extract that you feel like is a stronger piece that you have a good understanding about, and that there's plenty of moments of gravity that you can discuss. And 25 minutes into class, I will post a Zoom link, and you are all welcome to join and have a quick conversation about your summative. So a reminder that your summative will be due at the end of Wednesday's class and at the end of Thursday's class. So block B that will be due on Wednesday, and block H that will be due. Block E that will be due on Thursday at the end of class. So you have 2 full days to work on your summative today. If you have not completed a formal formative, please make sure you do so you can at least get an ATL score from me. And that's about it from this slide here. Just a quick breakdown about our summative, just so you have an understanding about what it is that I'm going to be assessing you on. This summative is broken down into 4 categories. We have our knowledge and understanding. So to what extent does the commentary show knowledge and understanding the text? So being able to recite information about the extract that you chose. So that might be things like characterization or the placement of your extract within the story. And in terms of its overall sense of development of the plot, or maybe why it's important to characterization. Why does it tell us something about one of the overarching themes in the text? Okay. Tell us a little bit about the setting within the extract. All right. B deals more with the analytical and some of the larger literary features. So we're looking at things like binary opposition, or maybe it's a theme, right? Remember that you can link motifs to themes. And then also starting to make some connections to the larger overarching post-colonial terms, like things like hegemony, otherization, Orientalism, etc. Okay. So to what extent does the commentary show an awareness of how the literary features in the text, for example, things like structure or technique or style, are used to construct meaning? Right? To what extent does the commentary show understanding of the effects and literary features? C deals more with organization, and I've already posted a couple of slides about how to organize your piece, and I have one more for you just to continue to kind of hammer down this idea that we need to have a introductory paragraph, right, where you're stating the placement of the text, a little bit of commentary, a contextualization about the text, the time period it was written, what time, like when was the setting, and then also talking a little bit more about the cause and effect thesis statement. The author Leslie Tenorio uses this and this and this, and then explaining to what effect that has on us as an audience. And then being able to talk a little bit about some of your topic sentence or your evidence, and then your analysis and your body paragraphs, right? So I want to see a sense of cohesion to your argument, right? Lastly, just your overall use of academic register, right? So that refers to context, the student's use of elements such as vocabulary, tone, sentence structure, and terminology, right? So making sure that you are exercising some of those academic vocabulary words that we've been going over and over in this class, and how it pertains to your extract, whether it's Felix Starro or if it's L'Amour California. Last thing, just again, just a slide just to talk a little bit about how you can annotate your summative. Now, I have shown you for extract number 1 for Felix Starro. We did that as a class. You have access to that. You should be able to see all of the commentary that students made for that. I also shared with you an annotation of another Leslie Tenorio story that we did not read in this class called Monstrous. And that's a really good demonstration of how I annotated that text And you'll notice that the very first comment in the Google Doc form there really breaks down everything that you need to know. And so again, I'd like you to go ahead and just check this out. Here's the link right here. Just kind of notice how I make some comments. There's nothing super, there's no scripts, but there are some pretty thorough note taking. There's some thorough annotations there. I like a few annotations at the beginning and at the end of my piece, and that gives me a sense of balance. So again, I can kind of open up and I know what my argument's going to be about, and I can talk about contextualization. And then I kind of go through the extract itself, kind of go paragraph by paragraph and just kind of talk about what I'm seeing in it. So examples of symbolism, or maybe it's motifs, or maybe it's examples of irony, and then again, making those connections to things like theme and binary opposition. And then finally, talking a little bit about how that evidence supports my arguments about Orientalism or hybridity or hegemony. So it gives me a sense of balance, but when I'm picking specific within my argument body paragraphs, it's not necessarily required that you do this, but for me personally, if I've given a presentation, which I've done, I just like to have that sense of structure. I definitely need some sort of either bullet points or just something to kind of condense and organize my thoughts. Otherwise, it just feels like kind of a scattered mess. But that is completely up to you. It's your choice how you want to organize your annotations. All right. So that is it for me for today's class. Again, you have the entirety of class to work on your YouTube commentary for your summative. And again, just a reminder that the 25 minutes into class, I will be posting a link so we can talk things through. If you want to meet as a Zoom group, that's fine. If you want to meet individually, just shoot me an email. Have a wonderful day. See ya.